What up though, y'all? It's Chris. Appreciate you for connecting with me today. Today we're gonna talk about grinding. And what got me to thinking about this is, I'm in downtown Detroit and we got a lot of luxury living construction going up around here. There's these places behind me, these 3-story townhomes. And look at that, they're starting at 739,000. Okay, we got a lot of other ones over here, like there's those ones behind me, and then there's some other ones being built along the way. So grinding, you're not gonna be able to live like this if you're not on the grind. They not playing around over here. They are intent on turning this area into a bunch of high-end luxury living. And there's a lot of people over here that probably won't be able to stay over here in the very near future. So you got to grind. If you want to live well, if you want to live in luxury, or just want to live better overall, you have to grind to get your paper up so that you'll be able to live where you want to live. The last thing you want is for somebody else deciding where you can live. You want to decide where you can live. Like me, I'm here. I'm not going nowhere. They can't price me out. I'm on the grind. I decide where I'm going to live and where I'm not going to live. Let's see what's going on here. We got those graves going on in there. Like overnight, I done developed a few more of them. But as I was saying, I decide where I'm going to live and where I'm not going to live. No one else is going to. You're not going to get rid of me by pricing me out. And I made my mind up about that years ago, that no one was just going to decide for me. Take back your power. One of the easiest ways to have that sort of power and influence when it comes to decision making in your life is to simply have you more money. And right now it's easier than ever to get a hold of money. I understand inflation is what it is and all that sort of stuff. That's not going to change. There's always going to be inflation. Right now, inflation is a bit more absurd than usual, but that's beside the point. You have to be able to out-earn whatever the heck is happening with the economy. You can work a 9-to-5 for a while, keep your head down, stack your chips, make some solid investments. You can do some side hustle. And I'm telling you, a side hustle right now is essential. $20 an hour is simply not enough. You got to be making more than that. You want to have a 9-to-5, you want to have a side hustle, you got to tune out all of the noise, keep your head down, and just grind and stack your chips. Make solid investments, make good financial decisions, and you'll ultimately put yourself in a situation where financially you'll be able to decide where it is that you're going to go. These behind me is more of the luxury stuff being built than these, and then those down there. As I said, they not kidding around. People talk about, oh, the economy's hurting and this and that. Listen, do not listen to that. There are plenty of people out here with money. They just not talking about it. The jet setters and all that sort of stuff, like the celebrities, they flex wealth. But your average person, well, I guess if they are a millionaire, they're not an average person. They're in the top echelon of people earning. But they look average though. Your average millionaire, I guess we could say that, not just your average person, your average millionaire who's been grinding it out, stacking his paper, making sound financial decisions. He's not out there flexing, his wealth. Living like this is how you know that he's doing well for himself. Look down the street there, like all of that stuff, just luxury living. This is what downtown Detroit is like now. This is what it's like to live here. Before, it was still a nice area. It was definitely more expensive than living in other places, but not like now. Stuff has changed now. So you may not be here, but wherever you're at, the principle is going to be the same. You're going to have to grind and get your money up so that you can decide where you want to live and how you want to live. Get on the grind, stay on the grind. Tune out all the noise, tune out the haters. That girlfriend that's distracting you, get rid of her ass. You know, those friends that aren't trying to move in the direction you're trying to move in, you're gonna have to spend less time with them. You're really going to have to like use your time wisely and effectively to tailor make the life that you want to live. If you don't want to be living broke and destitute forever, no one's going to make that happen for you but you. You have to do what you must do in order to make that possible. No one's going to do it for you. I'm stepping out here. This behind me, this lot here, it's going to be more luxury living. There's that place there behind me. We're heading even further towards downtown. You can see behind me that like kind of curved roof, that's Ford Field. And across the street from Ford Field is Comerica Park. Ford Field's where the Lions play. Comerica Park is where the Tigers play. And on the other street there, Woodward, is where the Pistons and Red Wings play at Little Caesars Arena. So we here, man, downtown Detroit. This is where we at. This is where a lot of good stuff is happening, and the area is becoming more and more desirable. A lot of people, oh, we can see it down the street there. You can see Little and the first part of Caesars being cut off. So you see, I'm not kidding. This is the area. This is what's happening here. It's becoming much more desirable. A lot of people are moving here because it's becoming like that happening place, that hub where all the excitement and action is. And there are people who perhaps have lived elsewhere for years that can afford to buy in to the prices now. You know, they and people are like, oh, it's not fair. Is it fair that people who have been here all along, you know, may have to move, and these new people who haven't been here, you know, they're just going to take their places? No, it's not fair, but life's not fair. It's up to you to create an advantage for yourself. It's up to you to learn the rules of the game and play the game effectively. And here's what I was saying. It's another place here. They don't have pricing on the signage there. But if you want to live here, it's going to be expensive. Understand that. If you're one of the people that's been here and you haven't been on the grind, get on the grind, because in a very near future, this area is going to be unaffordable for a lot of the people who lived over in this area. I'm telling you, that's what's going to happen. I already see it happening now. Once upon a time, I did real estate, so I can tell market shifts ahead of time when I see a trend happening. I mean, it don't even take real estate expertise to predict what's happening here. All you gotta do is open your eyes and pay attention. You see for yourself what the heck is happening. So the topic was about grinding, and this is what I mean. People who have been over here, if they've not been on their grind, they are out. The world doesn't care about fairness. No one owes you fairness and understanding. You have to create your own advantages. So if this applies to you where you're currently living at, I implore you, use the same mentality. Get on the grind. Don't let other people decide for you where you're going to be able to afford to live. I'm gonna wait right here because I'm over by the freeway now, and it's getting a little louder. Just trying to get my steps in as usual today. But don't let other people be the ones to decide where the heck you're gonna live, how long you're gonna live there, and when the heck it's gonna be time for you to move out. You decide that. You decide that with money. So get on your grind, get your money up, stop investing all of your time in the things that don't serve you, playing video games all the time, stay off of this social media the way that you have been, because all that doom scrolling, that's not it. As I said, I used to do that myself. So that doom scrolling, it amounts to hours and hours and hours of non-productivity. You don't have time to be spending hours and hours and hours out of your day doing things that don't earn you any money or don't serve you in any way. They don't help you build any network. They just don't help progress you forward. So get out, get on the grind, get your money up, live better, be happy. All of these things, they work in tandem. You know, people like to say, oh, money doesn't buy happiness, this and that. You know, I really don't know about that. I'm not saying that if you're a miserable person, money is gonna suddenly make you happy, but I've been dead broke and I've had, I ain't gonna say a ton of money, but I've been pretty comfortable. And I'll take being pretty comfortable over being broke any damn day. I can tell you I was never happy being dead ass broke. So get your money up, get on the grind, start living better, y'all. Appreciate you connecting with me. I'll talk to y'all soon. Peace.